Alright, good afternoon, everybody. We are back. Delivered the last box we did this morning, which was 02. The total on that, I mean, you can check it out on the website. But I think that was $1,000 worth of cards that we sorted. The best ones we found multiple rookie cards from 2019. Fernando Tatis Jr., regular tops. And then we found Bowman Platinum short prints. So that was pretty cool. I didn't even know what it was at first. I had to look it up and realize that there were short print variations of that card. So that was pretty cool. So delivered that and picked up a new box. This one's a little bit different than the last couple. I want to say the last two boxes were pretty much just baseball. This one, it's got some top loaders and screw downs, so maybe those are good cards. Sometimes it's weird what people put in screw downs and top loaders. So we'll have to take a look at them and see. But there is a bulk of, 2019, 2018 stuff. So it's kind of all jammed up in here. So whereas the other ones I had, so the first, like I said, the first box that I had was actually all in numbered order. I had to look up all the sets. There was a lot of inserts, so it was kind of time consuming, but I started to build the database, so anything that I process once, it goes quicker the next time. So the first box was a little slow. Second box, I don't think I found, so there's 2019 tops in both of them, so that's what helped out. Box number 2, I could go through that a little bit quicker. We got really hung up with Donruss stuff. I want to say yesterday morning. It was just a pain. Had to, had some computer issues with checklists and things. But this, I noticed there's a lot of stuff in here that I've already worked on, so that should make it easier. Checklist should be there for that. But like I said, the other things that were kind of in chunks of cards that are the same, and then inserts mixed in there. This is just all over the place. So what I have to do is I have to break this down by set first. And while I was in the shop kind of chatting away, I did look, at some of it. So this is kind of so I'm grabbing off the front of this box, and it looks like a chunk that's kind of the same. So I know there's more in there of this, but because this is, I really just want to start breaking this down into hundreds, because I know that there's more of it I could put in there, but, because I hate to, go through all these cards and to have to go through them all again. I'm just making sure that they're all the same. So while I'm making sure that they're all the same, I might just well at least sort them into hundreds. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because then, I can put them in a pile, and half the work is already done when I go in to do the other half. Whereas if I just look through every single one of these cards without putting it into hundreds, then I haven't really done anything, and I've taken up a couple, a few minutes of time. So I'm going to break these into hundreds. I think I'm going to change my jacket real quick, because this one has sleeves that hang. Plus it's pretty, one of the ugliest things I think I've ever seen, but it does the trick of keeping me warm. So I'm going to take this off because I don't want my sleeves to, move on the cards and stuff like that. I do have another one. It's not great, but it'll do the trick too. This one isn't a whole lot better, but it's just enough better. You kind of pull up the sleeve on that one arm, and then it won't drag across the cards. I don't like things that have an elastic cuff on them, but this does come in somewhat handy to not drag and scrape across. All right, so breaking this down by hundreds. I don't even know what this is, and I don't even care what this is. I think Topps, Bowman, one or the other. It doesn't really matter. I don't really, at this point in time, care if there's parallels in there, because I'm going to look at all that stuff later. This is the top level breakdown. And again, it's just so I can minimize how many times I have to touch it. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When you're sorting like this, to me, it becomes important to put the cards in the same exact spot every single time. Whether you have the correct number of piles or not, right? So I only have 4 piles. And I always separate my little sorting area into 5 columns across and then like 2 rows. And I always put the same thing in every spot, so that way I can quickly, you know, as soon as I see it, and the way that I do it, and the reason that I don't know, I think I'm faster than the average. All I'm doing right now is I'm looking at that first number. I mean, I am looking a little bit at the second number, because if there is no second number, I need to know that I have to put it in that pile. But yeah, so, you know, I see the 1, I see the 3, 1, 1, and then I notice that there's less than 3 numbers, so it goes in this pile, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, you know, so that's how I do it, and that's why I can get this done relatively fast, because I'm putting it in the same spot every single time. 2s always go there, 3s always go there, and it just makes it, you know, faster. And I know it's not a race. It doesn't matter how fast I can sort them, but I can get more done if I do them faster. And the more I get done, the more my friend can make available to you. Alright, so that, like I said, that was the Bowman. Now it looks like we have more. No, that looks like a different. There, we'll just throw that. But this same set. These are sleeved up. I don't know why. Are they actually anything good? They could be. Alright, now we've got, these are the ones that I was sorting in the shop a little bit. So that's turkey red. We'll just kind of throw that to the side. There's not enough to try to break it down yet. These I gotta slow down. This I'll pull out because right there I can see it's a serial numbered out of 50. So that's, you know, pretty short print out of 50. You know, you'll get the gold cards for Topps every year, and the print run is whatever the year is. So, you know, you're talking 2021 when it comes out this year. But that, out of 50, that's relatively short. So let's see if we can find another bit of whatever this stuff is. I'm not seeing anything right off the bat to another chunk of that. So we might just call that done for that. And what is this? It's Topps. It is going to be 2020 Topps. So now that I've gotten it, I'm just going to kind of set it to the side and see what. I'll take this other chunk that looks all the same. It looks like there's a pretty decent amount. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing with this one. And, you know, they're turned all which ways. It makes it a little bit... Do I want to move this? I think I'm just going to slide that up to give myself a little bit more room. So this is 2019 Topps. It really is a pain when they're flipped one way and then the other. But that's okay. We'll get it all looking neat and tidy. Slippery little guys. Again, I don't know why some are sleeved and some aren't. It really kind of, it's better if they're all one or the other. When they're different size, it just makes handling them take just a little bit longer. Not the end of the world. And I've said this before, but in a perfect world, you would sleeve everything, right? Because if it's worth collecting, then isn't it worth protecting? So you should run out and buy some sleeves for the next time that you sort cards. And now that I've shared my sorting tips, you'll be able to fly through your cards and they'll be well protected. Maybe they're parallels, I don't know. We got some other stuff. So this, my area that you can just barely see it there, that's going to start getting clogged up pretty fast because of all these insert sets that I'm finding. And we just have to deal with it. There's really not, when you break something down like this, you just end up with piles all over the place. There might be, you know, like at one, if I start to get more of the, you know, the sets that have like 500 cards or whatever, then I might kind of keep and I might just pile up all the inserts and work through the, you know, do the inserts separate. But right now I don't know what I have in here, so I'm going to keep going like this and working off these little blocks and just chip away at it and see if I can make some sense of all this. Alright, now we have update, so I'll just scan real quick. It does look like that's some update and this is not, so let's keep going with this, see how far we can run this pile out. This was actually, I got a whole bunch of this is 2019 and I got the 400 here. That's where I found the Tatis rookie card from the last box. So, and I haven't actually paid close attention because I wasn't noting the year, but maybe we'll find more rookie cards. That would be exciting. I mean, you know, the price is high on it, so I'm assuming people want it. I have taken a very long break from watching, you know, baseball and collecting cards, so this is a little different from that one, but because we're starting to get a little crazy, I'm gonna just pile that up there. So you know, I'm a little out of touch with what's hot and what's not and who's doing well, but he must be popular because his card's selling for a decent amount. I am not paying attention to what I'm doing. Talking more than working. It's okay. You can make problems as long as you fix them. And that's what I do. I fix problems. Same stuff. Same stuff. So I just grabbed another chunk because it looked similar. And I'll figure out what that is in a little bit because I'm running on this set here to get it broken down. What I have to do every time, especially with this new stuff, I mean, you don't have to do it with older cards, but then older cards, most of the time, you don't see a lot of them. By that, I mean, you see a lot of bulk, like from the 90s and 80s, but you don't really sort much of that because it's pretty much all worthless. So that's why I say you don't really see much of it, because it's not worth my time and energy. I mean, I love to sort it anyway. I mean, if I had a nickel for every, you know, 1991 tops that I've sorted, you know, I probably wouldn't have to work anymore. However, I don't really sort 91 tops anymore, and it's not because, you know, because to me it doesn't matter. It's just cards is out of order. I'm going to put it in order. That's what I do. However, this has got to be, you know, it's got to benefit both people, right? I mean, I could just say, hey, you know, collector's friend, only give me 91 tops. That's all I want to sort. And would that still help him? It would, if somebody is looking to buy 1991 tops. But there is nobody that's beating down the doors of the collector's friend, you know, in search of 1991 tops. I can guarantee you that. So if I'm going to be sorting and I don't care what I'm sorting, then I might just as well sort stuff that people want to buy, so that way he can sell it and make it available for people who are looking for stuff. Because I know what it's like to want to buy something and not be able to find it. So we got a 1 out of 150. I'll pull it out because, you know, it's just one that I noticed this when I scanned the box before I took it earlier today. Some of these parallels with like short prints, I couldn't tell the difference on front. Like I've seen like camos and pinks and purples and all that, but I noticed some serial numbers that they didn't look any different on the front. So if I'm catching them now, I am going to pull them out because they have to come out anyway. But I'm not looking at the fronts for like the rainbows and the camos right now because this is, you know, I'm not putting everything in order. So it's not quite as important right now. Again, one step at a time. So yeah, it's got to be worth it for everybody involved. And it's not worth it for you guys. I mean, unless I see my chat blowing up, which actually I got to turn on my chat so I can actually see it. I did turn on yeah, we are streaming. Okay, so I wonder why this isn't showing up. Probably, I don't know. But anyway, so, if my chat starts blowing up and you guys are like requesting you have got to sort in some 1991 tops for us, then maybe we'll talk. But as it is right now, my friend can sell more of this new stuff. So that's what I'm going to sort. Stuff that people want. I think I see another chunk of it here. It's more update. So we'll just kind of set that to the side. Not paying attention. Sometimes even when I'm not talking, I'm thinking so much that I don't do the right thing. Then I fix it. Update. $409, that's one away from Tatus. We'll see. We will see. Alright, can I find more? There's a short print of that other set that I was working on, and I got a lot more of them. So these are the updates. So we might have run through what we had there. That's the stuff that I put in order earlier at the shop. Alright, so I'm going to pull this short print, put it with that one. That was the same set. And that's the other. Okay, more update. I'm gonna start stacking these because I need the space. Do have more of those Bowmans there. Was that Bowman? No, that was Topps. That's just a different year. So we'll finish this off. There's a gold card. We'll throw that out. Not throw it out literally. We'll take it out of this. So this is a whole run of gold cards. It looks like. But we'll pick them out if we missed any of the other ones. So the stream this afternoon won't be that long because, I mean, at the most a couple hours because I go to bed so early. But I was trying to debate what do I do. You know, I came back, I had the new box, you know, when I go over there, you know, we chat about this or that, the other thing, but, you know, I'm still trying to work on the website to get it up and running. I'm trying to get it so you guys can, you know, if you want some of this stuff that you see me sort, have a PayPal button to, you know, make it easy to check out. So that needs to be worked on, but, you know, I thought I could hunker down my laptop. All the web development stuff is on the laptop. So I could sit there with that. I could go, you know, start going through and building the things I need to do and a PayPal button. I'm like, but, you know, because I was kind of looking at the box a little bit while I was in there. I'm like, I just want to get this stuff in order. Just want to start sorting. I want to say, you know, let me pull the website up real quick. And there is a link in my YouTube. I want to say if you about and you go down, there's 2 links. One is the increaseefficiency.net. That's where you can see everything that I've sorted. The total cards that I've sorted, which I believe I'm at 6,100. That's what I'm going to check right now. Increase-efficiency.net and 6,300 cards. So I don't think, because I'm not going to log them into the computer today, I'm just going to, you know, keep breaking them down. I don't think I'm going to hit 7,000 tonight, but that is the goal for tomorrow. I want to hit 7,000 tomorrow. Whatever that is, that's set. What, we got some things kind of upside down. I knew we had more of this. This, don't really know. It's going to go in the catch-all pile. The ones in sleeves do not like to stay put. They like to just jump all over the place. They're hard to get control of. I know that's in that pile. Backs of these, what are these? Topps Gallery, kind of nice. A bunch of parallels in there too. All right, let's see what we have for top loaders. And why they're in top loaders. Alright, we got some more stuff in sleeves hidden in here. Great, we got some football. Got some more miscellaneous baseball. Just in the pile, some more football. This is that other Topps. I don't think any of these. Ooh, out of 99. Nice. Gold card. That kind of goes in that pile. Had a couple of these in this other pile. Basketball, we'll just throw it in the football pile right now. Some chrome. Gleyber Torres rookie cards. Alright. That we're just gonna kinda, what do we got here? Sleeved cards. Gold card for the same side. Okay, sleeves. This football, throw that on there. It's another gold card. Doesn't look to be anything special about that one. We'll throw it there. And this actually can go right up on top of that. I just think that's that set. Football. $4.50, Chicago White Sox. Okay, so now there's our football. There's more football. There's our basketball. I just took those top loaders in there and just double check what I got here. All baseball, all parallels, inserts. Gonna kind of deal with that later. This, I know there was more of the Topps Gallery. There's some more of the Turkey Red. I don't love Turkey Red. They're okay, but I know all this is in that pile. There's the Hoskins insert set. This, all that Topps goes in that pile. Alright, so that's a third of the box is kind of, broken down into, a high level sort. Normally, I would just get all the, I would do it by sport first, but because I knew that there was so much of a couple different sets, that's why I started to break it down a little bit sooner than normal. Alright, so we got some more basketball. So I'm going to pull that out now. And then more football. Looks to be some decent parallels and things for that. Very shiny. That was my baseball stuff. Okay, so we're going to switch here. Update. Got some racing. Some more basketball. I'm just going to tuck the racing under the basketball for now. I want to see if I can get the rest of it. I know there's more Topps in here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. This pile. Let's go in there. I'm going to neaten this up a little bit. These stacks are getting a little unmanageable. Normally once they get above a couple inches, I kind of move them out of the way. I'm just going to real quick see if all of this is update. I believe it is, because I want to kind of move on. Just a quick scan, only a couple minutes worth of time. Yeah, all update in there, just to see if we can pick any of this stuff out. All right, pretty confident all that is update. Yeah, these piles definitely need to be moved. Definitely got to come up with another solution. This top loader stuff. What we are gonna do is get any baseball top loaders out. All baseball. All baseball. Here is a chunk that needs to go up there with the other year tops. These are more baseball top loaders. We're putting those funny ones in the back. This is the second time I've gone through this stack of cards. Very inefficient. So, but now that this row of the triple shoe is open, this is now designated for baseball top loaders. Now we're going to take another chunk of top loaders. That is not a top loader. I have to, I got to find out what these things are before I determine whether or not they should be in the top loader. I'm going to say a lot of them probably should be, because they do look to be relatively rare short prints, rather. Okay, so that can go on that stack. This is football. This is basketball. So now basketball non-top loaders are going to go there. Basketball top loaders are going to go there. Football, that was my one racing jammy. Okay. Now I've got two screw downs. Greg Maddux, so a racing car is going to go back behind him. Just some Topps rookie cards, but they're in a little sleeve, so we'll deal with them later. Alright, now things are getting a little bit better, in my opinion. We got baseball, football, basketball. Guerrero Jr. Rookie card, looks like. And Ohtani. There's another update. Hey, Tatis Jr. rookie update. Top loading. Another one. Pro debut. All right, deal with it later. It's baseball. Okay, what's this? Looks like some foil. What is this stuff? Basketball, baseball. Don't drop the cards. Sleeve. Okay, basketball. Football, non-top loaders are going to go there. And there's just a little bit of everything in this box. Okay. Now we've got baseball. Now we've got the next row open. So we're going to throw the basketball top loaders with non-top loader basketball stuff in the front of that one. And football will just be over here. Top loaders and non-top loaders. Take a quick scan of this. All update. That can go in that pile. Okay, this, now we've got some more turkey red, maybe different years. We'll figure that out. More turkey red. I know this is in this pile, turkey red. Okay. 500, 400. 4. I know there's the Mookie Betts set is in there. This I've set aside. That's there. More sleeved of the same stuff. Okay. This is all one type of set. All upside down crazy. We did this set, I can't remember what it was. Stadium Club. I always think Stadium Club should always be in sleeves, just because you run the risk of scratching that stuff up. Some basketball. I'll just set that there for a second till I can throw it in. Okay, these are all chrome cards from this same year. Set that there. Another gold card. There we we go. Okay, this is update. This is what we have here. Mookie Betts inserts, 6 and a 5, and another Stadium Club. Okay, did I put that? Where did I put the basketball? Loose basketball. Alright, so now we're going to add, to kind of keep this manageable, we're going to get the football out of here. Move the Chrome over. And move these over and then see what we've got in this bulk here. Okay, looks like it's all going to be Bowman of this year. And then you're talking Bowman inserts. Bowman Chrome. Tops update. Man, this is just all thrown in together. I know I've got some more of that in there. That pile's out of control. Out of control. Okay, we are going to put, there's some Turkey Red top loaders. So we're going to use Turkey Red and the top loader there. We're going to put the Topps Gallery behind it so I can make another pile of inserts. This is all short print parallel. We're just going to stack them up because we can go through them later. Now we've got this stuff here. And that was the Chrome. No, this was, oh, that was the everything. Oh, there's football in there. Lots of Chrome and insert stuff. That's on my 300s. Some football there. Okay, next. Probably a Topps Heritage. More Stadium Club. Alright, another year of Topps. This one looks like 2017. These look like the gold cards for that year. So, sliding right out of my hand. That's all that same year. More that Topps that same year. Some inserts. inserts. Back to this stuff. More update. This is that other pile of inserts. Oh, I just saw some of that. Okay, so we're going to throw that on top of the Stadium Club. These on top of that. And that is the rest of the box. So we're going to throw this 2017 in there just to kind of get it out of the way. Then the Stadium Club, and I want to say this was Heritage or Archives. Heritage with the Stadium Club, because I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything else in there. Again, just to kind of get it out of the way. Then these are my piles of 2019 that are unmanageable, and I think this is more of it here. So what I want to do is I want to make these piles manageable. So this Bowman is then going to get its own little... Time to start making the separators. I should have done this earlier. Live and learn. Okay. So this was the tops. We'll throw one in there. That was the Heritage. Stadium Club. This more tops of this was the 2020. Then that we're going to keep like that. That was pile of inserts, so it's going to go on top of there. Now we're going to take our 500 and 600 pile over there, and then 3 and 4 there for now. Okay, now let's get the rest of this broken down into 100s again. What you don't want to do is you don't want to put them in exact order. Like, so now I'm breaking down in hundreds. You don't want to break down to tens and then, put those in order before you have everything, because it's really a lot more difficult to do it that way. It eats up a lot of time going back through and intertwining is what we call that. So what you really want to try your best is to make sure you have everything before you start the intertwine. Look like foils for that year. But that's the year that I threw in there. I'm just going to put them together with it. More. And my turkey red is showing up again. My turkey red was a divider for this. There we go. But when you're just breaking up down in hundreds, if I find more of it, it's not a big deal to throw back onto that pile, right? Like you can pick up your pile 4 and put some more on there because they haven't been processed yet. But if you have to weed through everything to make sure, because if you've already put that many in order, you don't want to like screw it up and have to do it all over again. So it's just better to try to get everything. Now, if you own the shop and you had millions of these, then you would be in another predicament. All right, so for me, doing a box at a time, bringing the box in, sorting it all, cataloging everything that I've sorted, so that way the shop owner knows what's in it, knows the value. Could target, there is a sort function, a filter function. It does kind of clog the browser up, so I don't recommend actually clicking it. But it does work if you're willing to wait the time. So they know. But for me, it's, at most 5,000 cards at a time. So if I break this all down, put it into order, I'm done with it. It's a finished product in my eyes, right? I have done what I do. Now, if I were to be at the shop, so like I want to say this is the third box that I've done. I did one 2 weeks ago, one last week, and now I'm working on this and this. They all have 2019 tops in them. So the question then becomes, what do you do from there? Now I confused myself with what I did. That was 3, 4, that was 5, that's 6. This is the one that I was supposed to be, the pile I was supposed to be sorting. Okay. Yeah, so how do you determine? So if I just gave you 3 boxes that have this set in it, when do you intertwine? How do you put it away? Most of the collector's friend is going to make these available for sale online. So they all have to be added into that selling avenue and listed online. When do you intertwine? It really is a big pain in the neck to intertwine. But it's the nature of the business. So everybody has to have their own way of dealing with it. Now, from what I've heard, man, I'm not paying attention, talking too much. So certain online selling avenues deal with your inventory, managing your inventory in different ways. But it's not just managing your inventory, it's also managing orders and how you sell. So if you don't really want to maintain two systems in anything. All right, it's always a bad idea. You want everything to be in one place, so you can find it easy. Because if you have to update, multiple systems of where you're putting stuff, it's going to get overwhelming very fast. So some online sellers have a way for you to put locations in. All right, because if you have 10 boxes, that's not bad. You label them 1 through 10. Okay, and then some people put them in alphabetical order by set name. So then let's just say you had do by sport, then you do by year, then you do by alphabetically. So if somebody places an order for 2019 Topps, you're like, okay, baseball. I go to the baseball section. I go to find the 2019, and then into the T, and then I find Topps, and then I pick out the cards that I want to have for the order. But let's just say then you've put it all and gotten it all in order, and then I give you another box of 5,000, of 2019 Topps. It's like, do you move all that stuff and kind of shift all your inventory down so you can put the box of 2019 Topps next to the other ones? You kind of have to if you want to be able to find it. And some online card shop or inventory management systems do have a location that you can add to where the cards are located. However, then the problem becomes, okay, so let's just say their software is really good, and you can say, okay, it's in slot, let's just say it's by aisles, aisle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you divide it up into different racks that are in there. So now you're at like 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. Okay, and then you move over, one row, and then you're at 2, and then you're 2, rack 1, 2, rack 2, row 2, rack 3, and that sort of thing. And then you can break it down into another number, right? So now you go to row 1, so you walk down that into the warehouse, that space. Then you go to the rack, then it's on shelf 3, and then down and so on and so forth. You get the picture. Let's just say you have that elaborate system. Then how do you determine which box has which card? So let's just say you have 7 boxes Topps. Like, if you don't intertwine, how do you know where card number 621 is? Is it in this box? Is it in that box? I mean, and at some point, do you put them all together? And then if you do, how does your inventory system manage it? Very a lot to think about when you start dealing in such a large quantity. If the software was advanced enough, then you would do it how I've heard Amazon manages their inventory, is that the entire warehouse is just like broken up into, kind of like I was saying, mini locations. So you've got, rows, and then you've got racks, and then you've got shelves, and then you've got bins, and that sort of thing. It's just a hierarchy that continually gets broken down. And as soon as one space gets empty and you have a box that will fit in that space, you just put it in that space. That's like a unique identifier in your warehouse, that one bin. Okay, and it could have like 4 digits separated by a dash. It's kind of how we do it in the pharmacy, right? Like, you have a section of the pharmacy, and then you have what's called a rack, and then you have what's called a shelf, and then a bin, and then the bin has pockets. So that's how we do it. That's how I can go and pick Tylenol super quick, because I just follow the matrix and it points me to the right spot. So as soon as I need to move a drug, let's say I need to keep more Tylenol, or let's say I need to keep more 2019 Topps, You take it out of its location and move it to the end where there's extra space, and that becomes its new home. And then whatever, let's just say, then I get another set. Okay, I get, your favorite 1991 Topps, and I only have a little bit of it. I could put it back in that one little spot where everything else came out of. So I could finish this, and that's how you would, as long as you could give each card its own location, so if I give him this box of 2019 Topps and he can assign all this stuff to one location, I know his inventory can't do it. The online avenue that he uses does have a location, I believe, but I know he does it by sport year, alphabetical. But in the Amazon world, couldn't you just, what's the next rack? Rack 74. Shelf 3 is available. Assign every card in there and never intertwine. And as soon as you sold half the box, then you could, put it in a smaller box and move it to another place that would accommodate a smaller box. And you never really have to, then orders, and the way that the orders do come, although last time I checked orders, there was a flaw in the sorting logic, in that it does not, what do you want to say, alphanumeric. So computers and humans sort things differently unless you tell the computer to sort them like a human. And so number 1 comes before number 10. And that's pretty, straightforward. However, 10 comes before 9 if you're sorting like, because it sees the 1, right? So it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes 1, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you have 20, it goes 1, 10, 2, 20, right? Because it takes that first character and it moves along like that. And humans don't count like that. So you have to teach the computer how to do it. There are different programming languages that handle it very easily. Like JavaScript is very good at it, and there's a function that I use. That's actually how you can sort the columns of the Increase Efficiency website. It's called local compare. And what it does is it compares, each value, and it treats it alphanumerically, and it moves through the entire word, or in this case number, one digit at a time, and then determines where it should go. So if you don't have that sort of logic built into your order picking system, then you're kind of jumping around. And you don't want to do that. You just want to get sent, like I said, in the pharmacy, you get sent by row, okay, and it's in order. So as soon as you've picked one row, you don't have to go back. You're done with that row and you move on. It's more efficient to do it that way. So if your online selling tool, selling website has that, it's better to put everything in its own unique location, and then just add to the end and manage it that way. Because intertwine, the whole point of the story is that intertwining is a pain in the neck, and you don't want to intertwine if you don't have to, and I'm trying to avoid intertwining. So I don't even think that I'm going to start this Topps that I'm working on here. I don't even think that I'm going to sort this in order yet, because it's just, I might find more, because you see how blown up this is. Like, I'm an organizer and I got a complete blow up here, right? So I've got to manage this first, and I think the way that I'm going to do it, like, I believe I have most of the 2019 Topps pulled out, but I'm not 100% sure what's in all this stuff. Like, I did, kind of chunk it. So I think what I might do, because if I do have to intertwine, I definitely don't want to be intertwining with 1,000 cards. If I have to intertwine with a little insert set that has 5 or 6 cards, that's not a big deal. That will only take a few seconds. So I might just put this big stuff aside, go through the inserts, start cataloging them. If I have to go back and I find another insert that fits the bill, it will only take me a few seconds to go in and deal with it. Whereas if I have to, you know, work through this whole stack of cards to try to fit something in, it will take a lot longer. So that is the plan. I might just break down this update into hundreds as well, because I got a pretty good chunk of that. Alright, so 3s, 4s, 3s, 4s, 5, 6. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some dividers up, and then I'm going to put all this tops into that box to clean up my work area. Because if you just look at this box and you take away the 2019 tops and tops update, it's really not that bad. There isn't that much. The top loads are definitely going to be a pain. That is going to be a force to be reckoned with, because all of those are weirdo inserts. You know, different parallels and funny stuff. Threes. Pile of threes is shorter because this is it looks like somebody only cracked boxes of Series 2, and it's only Series 2 is 350 up to 700, so a little less 300s. Alright, so this football stuff, that's just going to end up being our divider because I want this whole row for all this tops, and it might not actually fit all of it. But we're going to do our best. If anything, I'll just jump on the top of the box to kind of pound it down. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. That's silly. That is just silly. Okay. Now, because I've got these little dividers, it'll make it easy, and I can pull out the bits of 100 and break them down by tens as soon as I'm pretty sure that I found all of them. Will this fit in there? Yes, it will. I'm happy about that. Okay. Now, I don't think we're going to break the update down yet. I don't even think I'm going to break it down into hundreds. I could. I mean, it's got to be done at some point in time. So that whole chunk is football, basketball, and tops update. This is the other tops, and that matches with that stack. So I think what I'm going to do now is I am going to, you know, I'm going to break this down into hundreds, so that way I know that there aren't any other inserts inside this set. That's what I'm going to do, because I want to get, I really just want to work off that insert pile. It's very labor intensive, just to try to find out what the names of those sets are. And look at that, 500 for our regular set. Because I haven't broken it down yet, I can drop it right in there in the section. Quick and easy, without screwing up my whole program. This is a little bit more difficult, or let me just say more time consuming, because my eyes have to process the US in front of all the numbers. So there's just ways that your brain works, and some of them are a little bit more efficient. As soon as you have to do more digits, or letter characters, whatever you want to call it, it slows you down. There's a sweet spot in what you can, your memory can handle and what you can process. And as soon as you throw this in, so now I've got like a 4 or 5 digit number, and my brain has to chunk off this US, so then I can process the number behind it and make sure I'm putting it in the right, am I putting it under 100 in the hundreds pile, the 200s pile. So it just makes me work a little bit more, and I can't go at the same speed because I have to, try to make sense of it all before I actually put it down. So needless to say, when I do update, I will end up making more mistakes, and I will catch them along the way, just because of that fact. Now, if there was a dash in between there, pretty much wouldn't have this problem, because the dash would automatically separate it in your brain, and I wouldn't even look at that front two. But because I have to determine how many characters are there, that's what's slowing me down. Because again, I can't, when I know that I'm sorting something in the same range, then all I have to do is look at the first number, right? And 1 always goes here, or I'm sorry, less than 1 goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not 10, up to 9. So, but each number, like, I have to determine if, the first 3 is actually 34, or if it's 341. I mean, for this, I'm pretty much guaranteed, because there's not that many numbers in update, but I just still, with a dash, I would know that there was 2 digits, and bam, I would know that it goes in this pile. And if I saw 3 digits, then I would just, look at the number and determine. Little things that you guys, if you're not super familiar with sorting cards, probably never thought of. Probably never will ever again either. And then there are probably some of you who are out there just like me, who've sorted tons and tons of baseball cards, and I'm like, I know exactly what this guy is talking about. Like, I've been down that road, you're like probably nodding, in the background, being like, yep, I've been there before. I know how slow sort an update is, because that's just a silly number. And another paper like, this guy is just like going on and on about numbers and efficiently sorting stuff, and he's, I don't know, maybe some people out there are actually asleep by now, because, on a Saturday afternoon, I've lulled them into some sort of mind-numbing stupor, but just from somebody actually listening to me. Anyway, it's kind of stuff I think about, so I can do things get better every time I do them. So the question is, when is the best time to search for the parallels? It's definitely before you start putting them in the computer. Because, I was talking about that earlier this morning. Like, all access, or all, the interface to the database is on my laptop. I just don't have it set up to do on my desktop, which is running the stream. So, and the website that I use, I have an administrative type side to the website where I can add, to the inventory. However, I cannot take out of the inventory. So if I make a mistake and I add in cards to the base set when it's actually a parallel, it's not easy for me to undo that. So the answer is you definitely got to pull parallels before you get into the computer and start adding them in. So that's a given. But should I have flipped them all over and checked for the parallels first? I mean, I did weed out some of them, but those are the ones that were numbered, so it stands out. Right? So like I said, gold cards for tops is always whatever the year is. That's what the print run is. But usually I want to say, like, I think this year it's camo. There is no print run, or it's not serial number. It's just rare in there. So usually what I do now, if you think about it like this, if I have them all in order and then I just go through and pull them out, then they all are in order once I go through them. So, or I could pull them all now and then they're still kind of in their piles of 100, 200, and this, that, and the other. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm not going to do these now because, like I said, I want to start working on those inserts. I want to see if I can get them all separated out. So now what I'm going to do, because there's so many of them, I think that this pile is going to stand up by itself. If it falls, then that's not good. Chrome intermixed with not chrome, mostly Bowman. Holy shiny cards. Alright, this is what I want to deal with. And for this, we are going to do, there isn't going to be much organization to this at first. I'm going to just try to get something going here. I did these inserts, this 1970, I thought they were like all separate. They're not. The 60, 70, it's all the same. So anything that's kind of like, I don't feel like I have a lot of. Now I've got some stat tracker things here, so now I'm starting to get some of that. This is more chrome type things. I might just kind of set that to the side. More chrome. I'm really interested in these inserts is what I want. Chrome I'll deal with. This guy, so this is like older stuff. FP. This, I knew I saw one of those. That's the FPs. See what we can do here. I'm not seeing anything that's like that familiar with this. Or that. There's that guy. So this guy goes. I don't think he's the same as that one. What else do we have that looks? This is just a lot of work. There's nothing. There's no two ways about this. These FPs are going to come out. Do we have, there we go. Those look like that one. So let's kind of keep going with this and see what we can do. Get a high level breakdown out of this. Fulmer Rookie, they're somewhat alike. Different, but Alright, so we've got something that looks alike, and I knew I had a bunch of these blue guys that are going to go in with this. I knew that was in there. Alright. Do I have this stuff down yet? This is going in my catch-all pile. Okay, Mookie Betts. Family Business, I did a bunch of these. These are chromes, that can go in the pile. Family Business. More Mookie Betts. What are those? Do I have any of these yet? No. These are crazy stuff that isn't like even close to the year that the bulk of this box is. And then we have a 1982 Reggie Jackson card in here. Okay, sure. Alright, this is more of this Topps that we've pulled out before. So let's throw that man down. Alright. Okay, there's a few of those cards, not a lot. Bryce Harper, insert. There's the iconic cards. I knew I was looking for more of those. Masterpiece. Did I see some of those? Do not, but I saw. This is great. There's a Family Business. More iconic. These are greatest moments, greatest players. I'm not seeing any more of those, so I might just kind of hold those in my hand. Okay, these are, I was looking for these because I found that jammy. And I knew I had more of those. Then I've got 50s, 80s. I know more of these years. And I knew I had more of this Rice Hoskins insert set. And then just more stuff that doesn't make any sense. So let's see, can we get more things that are alike out of here and paired together? I thought I saw these team cards right there. Greatest players. I thought I should have just pulled those out because I think I just left them in there because I couldn't find any place. So I'll just set that one there because I know I've got more in there. More stuff that doesn't make any sense. There's some more of the Mookie Betts. Greatest seasons is going. Greatest players. That is going up there. More Mookie Betts. Greatest players. Iconic cards. More of these team jammies. Another one of those green guys. And let me see if I can quick. There's my greatest moments. Greatest players. Alright. So now that's what we're left with kind of unmatched inserts along with everything that's in the top loaders. Can we check one more time to see what else is we've got? Let's see if we can break this little thing down here. This is looks like all chrome. I was just wondering if there was any prospects in there. There is not. So that helps there. That's our stat tracker. Let's just take a quick look at all this stuff to see what we've got going on. Now the beauty of this is because I have a unique 8-digit number that is assigned to all these sets. If for some reason I don't get everything in the first go round, and I miss some inserts, what I have been doing is when I put this stuff back into the box, I put it in numerical order. So worst case scenario, I make another divider, which I use those to write on the number on. If I make another divider and tuck it in there, by the time I go to put it away, I'm going to realize that I already have one there. BP. So I'm going to pull these aside because there's at least a couple of them. That the ASA. No. Still looking to try to pull more stuff out that is similar. But not really coming up with anything similar, but not. go through this one more time, and then we might just start on things. There's something. Is that really a Rediscover Topps? I think this is actually a 1988 card that's in relatively good condition that's been stamped and thrown into the mix. I think you're calling like buybacks. Actually, I saw one of these. Where did I just see it? Let me pull it aside. The Collector's Friend actually got an order from Topps for some older cards. I want to say from like the 60s or something, like for the buybacks. I did see a Bryce Harper insert in here. Where I saw it, I don't know. There it is. And this is kind of a... I've seen this one in there too. Yeah, so Topps placed an order with him. And he filled it so that they could put buybacks into the newer stuff. Pretty neat in my opinion. Alright, so that's like Chrome Prospects. That's why I separated that stuff out all the same year. You know, could be a lot different once I look at the face of them. Could be, you know, superfractors and all sorts of stuff. Actually, I just saw a BD of that year. Where did I see it? Bowman Draft, I believe. BDC. That's what I saw. Same year. Misleading. Very misleading. They tricked me. Again. Dirty, rotten skunks. That's a... I thought this is what I was looking for. There it is. I knew I hadn't seen another one of those. Alright, BP. That's Chrome Prospects. There's my Reggie Jackson. BP. Why do I have this upside down like that? It belongs like that. That's the BD, Bowman. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done here. I can't really make much sense out of this stack of inserts, like by pairing it up with anything else. And this is absolutely atrocious, my work area. I'm not liking it at all. But when you get a box like this, it's tough. I mean, it's tough to go through. It's just time consuming. But I can tell you that picking a handful of cards out and putting them into computer and then putting them back into the box is not the way to go. You kind of have to deal with this blow up and just work your way through it. So now, just because I need a place to put my hands to work on the keyboard, I'm going to do some of the ones that I'm just going to kind of stack these all up together here with some of the inserts that I know are like in the same year together, and then I'm just going to kind of work off the pile. And then you know, just got to work my way through this stuff. But then, if I happen across it again, it'll already have a home, and then I'll know finally that it is in its where it should be, where it makes sense. In a perfect world, I mean, who knows where this box came from, right? And is this just a catch-all box where, you know, somebody came in and sold him 400 cards? Right, with a stack of inserts, and he put it in a box. Didn't have time to deal with it. And then somebody else came in with 900 cards and sold it to him, and he just put it in the same box. Is that the kind of box? Or is this someone's collection? This is everything that they had. If You know, I like to think back to what if I was just getting into this? What if I was a brand new collector? How would I do it? I mean, you wouldn't have a plan if you're a brand new collector. But, you know, I like to think about how would I go about it. And I would crack wax, right? And I would open them up because, you know, you figure a collector who is getting into collecting is probably, you know, maybe they're remembering the good old days, but maybe they're watching, you know, new games and they're seeing some new players and they know, I want to get some cards. So, you know, I'd buy a box of wax and I'd crack it and I'd put it all in order and I'd label it and I'd, you know, like that. Then, if I decided, hey, I want more of those rookie cards, then I'd buy another box and then I would, you know, do the same thing and I would put it together. So if you work in little chunks like that, it's not so bad. But when you get 3,000 cards that are just all jumbled together, you know, I've heard of stories where people come in or they'll go to a flea market, same type of thing. Like there's a box of 5,000 cards at a flea market, or a box of 5,000 cards in my buddy's shop. I'll be like, yeah, I'll sell it to you for $20, and people don't want it. There could be some great stuff in there, but they're like, oh, that's too much. How am I, you know, like I don't know what's in it. How do I go through it all? And it's like you don't know how until you've done it a lot of times and you've done it poorly. That is really what makes you, you know, start to second guess your method when it doesn't go so well the first time. You're like, geez, this took me 100 hours. So if, like for me, I've been streaming now for just a little over an hour. I think it's like an hour and 12 minutes is what I've got the chat up, which is blown up by the way. I just can't read fast enough. All right, I'm kidding. Nobody's chatting with me. In fact, I'm the only one watching myself, which was just fine because I find myself entertaining. So it took me an hour to kind of break that down, and that's kind of a lot for that box. I mean, to finish processing it all the way, because you figure I got these other sets of a couple hundred that I still have to get all in order, and I have to log in everything into the computer. I mean, there's no question in my mind. I'll have this box done by next Saturday, right? I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if I'll probably have half done tomorrow. I mean, because I'll probably start the stream up 1:30. No, not 1:30. I don't know. I might do computer back. I might do some work on the website, PayPal button, like I said I was going to try to get for you guys. But I'll probably definitely be streaming by 2:30 tomorrow morning, and you know, I probably will go for a good 3 hours, and I would say that I'll probably be easy, have most of the box done. But I can't get the box done unless I start working now. So let's log in here and go to sets. So these FPs, I don't think that I have that. I think I have this stuff. Faces of the franchise. I want to see. Ooh, don't go away. Run away on me. All right, so it's baseball, and it is 2019, and it is Topps and Faces of the Franchise. There it is. So I've got a 3 and a 30. So 3 Aaron Chipper Jones. I just like to double check. Yes, that's what I have. And then I've got a 30. McGriff Snell. Yep, one of those. And it just jumped out because it was the last one. Save, and bam, it's in there. Box 3. That's not good. This is not box 3. This is box 4. And I knew that was going to be a problem. All right, so we got to change to box 4. So let's do it again. And I'm going to have to remember, it's not going to be hard because there's not much in box 3. That was that terrible box. I don't know if you guys saw the stream earlier this morning. The one that's like half a box of cards and half a sandbox, and some of them were kind of gritty. That I might just abandon because it's not really, nobody's going to buy those cards, so it's almost not worth it for me to sort them, because then nothing will be available to you. Alright, so that is that, but what I forgot to do is I have to go back here to Topps, Faces of the Franchise, and I need my number. So I have a nice little code in here. Little CSS to when I hover, it makes my cursor disappear and it turns. So all the set names, I believe, are in what the computer code likes to call chocolate, I think is what the color is. I don't know. I liked it. But it's hard to pick it out. So what I did is I make it turn a little bit of, it's not really white, but it's, you know, a very, very light gray that it turns. So that way it stands out to me and I can write this number down. I can see it easily. All right, so those two are in, and now we have something on the box. All right, so I actually did these Bowman Chromes this morning. And it was like a top 100, so it's 2019. So we've got to go back and choose Bowman. And Scouts Top 100, I believe, is what this was. And there is nothing funny about these. And I forgot to look. So Bowman, Scouts Top 100. Let me get the number for this. Open this up. 57 is in fact Jesus Sanchez, and then a 92 Grayson Rodriguez. And we got to change the box. Unfortunately, I really should get my laptop out and inactivate the other box, and then this one will be the default. But so we're gonna already start to put these in numerical order because it's manageable. There aren't that many. All right, this one was a 2020 home run action. So we got to change the year. Go to 2020. I know it was Topps. And what did it was Home Run Challenge Code Cards. Series 1 or Series 2, I do not know. I'm going to have to open it up. This was a pain. Let's try Code Cards 1. I have an 18 Manny Machado, so that's what it is. My box, the Manny Machado 1. Save it. Let me go back and make sure that I write down the set number for this. I really should fire up the laptop and inactivate that other box because I'm just afraid of making more mistakes. All right, let's just take a real quick. Let's add a new set. Let's do this. This is 2019. This I'm pretty sure. Let's just check. What is this called? Significant statistics. I may have done this one. I have. All right. So it didn't look familiar to me. Let's hope this is the same thing. Let's get this. And change the box. And is number 13 no more? Absolutely not. So this is not the correct one, and that's why I should have checked before I... Alright, so the question then becomes, what is it? So we gotta go to 2019. Tops. I just need the base out of here, which then will tell me whether they're in, how many insert sets there are. Just gotta find out what this is. Just tell me what you are. Let's just stop with the secrets, okay? Just tell me what set you belong to. There, 200. See that in my mind that's a problem. So in 2019 Topps there are 200 and I wanted to say 230 different sets. Insane. All right, so it is I'm pretty sure it's significant statistics. Just I think it's going to be a significant statistics series 2. Because the other ones had something like that. You know what? Could be a Topps update thing as well. Because he was, I mean, I had that set and he wasn't in it. So let's go back and see, check Topps update. And see if they have a significant statistics mini set. My guess is they do. And I am wrong. So why do I not see this? Because I'm in the wrong year. That's why. I picked 2020. I'm supposed to be in 2019. That is silly. That's silly right there. Okay, let's try again. And there we are. Okay. Bowman Chrome. Elite Farmhands. That I know I have not done. So we're 2019. Bowman Chrome. And what did I say that was? Elite Farmhands. Let's see if we can find that real quick to make sure that that is in fact what this is. There it is, Elite Farm Hands. And there's like a billion different kinds. It's not autographed. It's not orange. It's not a superfractor. Just refractors. I think that's what it's gotta be. I'm gonna say that's what it is. Yeah, it's nothing that special. All right. Let's do these. Oh, first pitch. I remember when these came out. This is actually when I had first got back into collecting. Last go around. 3-4 years ago. Okay. So this will be 2017 Topps. First pitch. There is 40 cards in that set. We actually had that many. '17. Okay. So we have one, and one. All right. What is this SS stuff? And are there anything super fancy about these? Silver sluggers. That's what they are. And no, there is nothing fancy about them. 2017. Alright, so I can actually just go back from this to make sure that I have the correct set name. Top Silver Slugger Awards, and there they are. Bam. This is good. This is good. Ah, I added that stuff to the wrong box again. Okay. We got a lot to delete out of that box. This is not good. Alright, so we gotta do a quick, we gotta save this, and then we have to really quick check what's in this box. And we have these 3 top pitch cards, and we've got the Bowman Scouts top 100. Then I have this elite, nope, the elite farmhands went into the wrong box. What was this? The significant statistics is okay. The 2 faces of the franchise are okay. And the home run challenge code. So let's go back and get this elite farmhands in. 2019. Team Bowman. Alright, it was Bowman Chrome. Elite farmhands. Refractors, and we got to do the box 4, and this was why am I not seeing? Oh, there he is. And 1, and then we need to save that. All right, so now our box is accurate because we've got 1, 3, 6, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. All right, I'm not playing around with this anymore. I'm not making more mistakes, so I am going to stop what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire up the laptop. I'm going to go into the database. I am going to shut down box 3, so that way 4 is the default. While this fires up, really should only take me because I am going to put this on mute. I'm going to show my be back soon because I am going to take care of a few other things while I do this, and then my box will be set back up to be the default, and we will go from there. So I will be back shortly. Alright, I am back. Got some errands taken care of. I shut down box 003. It is inactive. So 004 shows up as the default, so I will not make that mistake again. I still don't know what I'm going to do with it. There are some top loaders and patch cards and things in box 003, so I may try to process those, but number 4 is my main concern. And there's nothing to say that I couldn't actually just go in and rename this box 003. I haven't I can change the names on boxes, so I could always do that. All right, so we are working on Silver Sluggers, and I didn't find what I was looking for. What was the problem? Was it update? And then I said, no, I found it. What was the problem? I don't know. I forget. What I was doing. Did I add it? Well, let's check real quick. Sets, baseball, 2017 tops. I did not. So I cannot process this. Did I make a card? I did not. What am I doing? I'm not getting anything done here. Jeez. I'm making mistakes. That is what I am doing. But that is not what I'm going to keep on doing. I'm going to get better. Alright. Now we're back in action. Making progress. Alright. One at a time here. One at a time. 2017 tops. Silver Slugger Awards. One of him, Wilson Ramos. 113 Trumbo. I thought I had 2 of him. And then 16 Cespedes. I see some, yeah, it looks like he's, well, that was 2017. I think he's still playing for the Mets. And I already checked there was nothing fancy schmancy about these. No parallels. Bam, saved. 8104. I'd had to stand these up so I could efficiently stack them. Alright, Evolutions. I know I did that. I believe it's a 2020. Tops. And ballpark. What did they call these things? Was it called Evolutions? What did they call this thing? It's 2019. That's why I can't find it, because it was 2019 that I did it. Topps Evolution. Evolution is stadiums. So this is of stadiums because this is Comerica Park. And I got one of those, and I'm going to save it. Okay. Got to go back because I didn't make my card. Evolution of stadiums. What I need to do is I need to get an empty triple shoe, or I need to get something like a 900 count box to kind of like to work on a stack so I can stand them up and go through them and make it a little easier to manage this. Alright, what is this stuff? there's nothing fancy about them. And it's 2020. And I'm almost positive I've seen this before. It's Topps. Is that 85? Is it Topps 85? I don't believe so. I think these are the Topps 85s. I can't remember if this is what 85 looked like, because it's been so long since I've sorted 85s. And it's 85 because it's 85 on the back. Alright, so it's either Series 1 or Series 2. I haven't even put them in order yet. But that's... Now I have to move one card. Weren't so bad. Let's just try Series 1. Topps. 85 Topps. 6, Zach Allen. So we are in the right spot. 17, is this Rafael Davis? It is. I want to say when I did this the last time, the numbers were like the same and you had no idea which series it was. I mean, there's probably a code in the bottom right hand corner of these Topps cards. I learned that this morning from looking up those short print for the Bowman Platinum rookie variations, and so it probably tells you there, but I'm lucky I can read the small little print. 80, 90 Goldschmidt. Alright, they are done, and it was Series 1. Topps 85 Topps. This is in my way. This is not okay anymore. Not okay anymore. Alright, what is this? This is not okay either. Man, I got problems here. Alright, now I can reach my dividers. Forget to bring up my chat. I hate to ignore all my viewers who are just hammering away, asking me questions. By the way, feel free to ask me how you would go about sorting and organizing anything. I promise I'll make it up as I go along. And it may or may not be useful information. But I do have a pretty good experience with sorting and organizing things, so I could probably come up with a decent, first approach. Obviously, have to be fine-tuned after that. All right, so Bryce Harper. I think he's an update. But while I am in here, I do see the there's a bunch of the Rise Hoskins insert set. So let's take care of that right now. And I don't have it sorted out, but there's not a lot of them. There's 30. So, you know what? We can do a quick little sort to get them manageable. Numbers are small. do we have any fancy parallels for this? I don't believe so. They all look straightforward. Let's do it. Okay, that's done. I wonder if I have anything, any box that I could use to set them up with temporarily. Alright, we've got the PAS, we've got the Bryce Harper, and then we've got the Mookie Betts. They're all 2019, so I think they were in the update. But I don't know what's this one is. Perennial All-Stars. Yeah. But it should show up. I'm in 2020 again. That's why they're not showing up. So the question is, update or perennial all-stars? Well, I can do the Bryce Harper Welcome to Philly. That's easy to pick out. Nothing special. Done. check for the Mookie Betts. Easy. The perennial all-stars is what I'll have to just determine if that's the regular or the update. Tops update, so there is no OP, so it's definitely, that's what it is. Alright, so we'll just do the Mookie Betts, get that done. Okay, perennial all-stars is next. Anything fancy? Nope. Done. I should just double check those. I checked the Rise Hoskins. The Mookie Betts, I'll just double check. No, nothing that stands out as a parallel. I don't know if there are parallels for that set. I'm not that familiar with it. Okay. Decade's best. This is Decade's best blue. I believe. I think there are tops update Decade's best. What year was this? This is 2020. Yeah, I think it's blue. Almost positive. Definitely. That one I don't think is. That one is. The 80s is okay. So that's going to be its own. Let's do that. Top spec best blue. Those on set. We gotta mix them around right. And 94. Done. And then these are not blue. Oh, I forgot the number. Let me get that real quick. Phil Rizzuto. I actually met a relative of his. They live in pretty close to the town I live in. His daughter. His daughter or granddaughter? His granddaughter. Penny Rizzuto. She's a volunteer at the fire department. And so was my grandfather, and that's how I met Penny Rizzuto. Just want to see this to make sure that I didn't make any mistakes. $10, $23, $30, $32, $36. That's the beauty of this system. Like, as soon as I punch it in, and then I can pull up to see what's in there, and it's like automatic. Bam, updated. It's a quick double check to see what I entered. And I did good that time. No mistakes. This is getting unmanageable. But I'm just trying to get through this little chunk because I think I'm going to shut it down for the night. And pick back up tomorrow morning. Okay, so iconic card reprints. And this is 2019. This is the wrong one, but maybe there are some in here. There's two. I forgot about the Series 1 and Series 2, and you have to like... So I am okay with this one. With the Reggie Jackson is okay. And Eddie Murray is in this set. And then Randy Johnson. But number 19 was not Willie Mays. In this set, it's Jeter. So we'll save that, and then we'll go back. And then this one's going to be Iconic Reprints Series 2, or Update, something along those lines. Topps Iconic Reprints, so it's Topps Update Iconic Reprints. I forgot the, let me go back before I, Topps Update Iconic Card Reprints, get the number. And then take care of this one. What was it I say? 19 was Willie Mays. Alright, so that's that. Alright, now we are at 84, yes, so that's all good. 84R, T84, 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 84, 84, E4R. Alright. Holy moly, these are like superfractors or something. What are these? These are 84 reprints. That's a parallel. These are okay. And these are okay. Alright, so let's deal with these first. 2019, and then this is going to be it for the day, because it's like 4 o'clock, it's close to bedtime. I might have something to eat before I go to bed. I probably shouldn't, but I'm feeling a little tired. Alright, 2019 Topps, and I know this is 84 Topps, and these are all stars. So we've got DM, DMA, FF, and then CB. So CB, Charlie Blackmon. Yes. Dale Murphy. Don Mattingly. And Freddie Freeman. So that was Topps 84. Topps All Stars. Okay, now these are just the regular 1984 Topps, I believe. Nothing fancy schmancy about them. We got 20 and then 43. So I was wrong, because that's Mookie Betts and that is not Mookie Betts. And then 43, Mike Piazza is not Mike Piazza. Okay, so those are probably going to be what, updates or something like that. So those are going to be 84 rookies. Alright, so I wrote the wrong, that's the... It's not 84 tops. It's got to be update 84. Update 84 tops. Halladay. And then 43 Donaldson. So I need to change this number. Save it and go back and write that number down. Update 84 tops. All right. Alright, so let's just check these. If the rookies, 84 tops gold, tops. See, I think this one's got to be tops 150th anniversary. Ooh, it's going to be something even better than that. It's number out of 150. So these other ones, are they? They've got to be back here, these rookies, 84 tops rookies. Chris Shaw. Dennis Santana. Get that number, 84 rookies. Alright, so these are all questionable. Well, not questionable, just I don't know what they are, I guess is what I really mean to say. I'm going to call this Superfractor, because it's crazy looking. Alright, so both of these we have to figure out what they are. If it's 84R, it's definitely 84 rookie. So, or 84 tops rookies. So that much, and we know we're in 2019, so from there we just need to pick the variation, I believe. Now this is we're going to do that one first. So let's just do the 2019 tops first. I want that one out of the way. Now we need to go to Topps 84. '19 84 top. What happened? 84 Topps rookies. '150th anniversary. And let's see if this is short printed. Serial number at 150. That's what we have. Alright, we found it. That's always exciting that I can actually find what I'm looking for. Why did it not show up? Oh, there it is. It's got a little bit of a different name. No price on this. It's too short print. Nothing else is available. So make a fair offer. You can't make an offer. You can just request a quote, but I'm sure you'll get a fair quote. All right. So from what I said I would get done, I've just got this one last set. This is such a problem here. The question is what do I have this size that I could just set? Do I have anything? I know the Collector's Friend does. Alright, I'm gonna say these are Topps Chromes. So I need to be looking for 1984 Topps Chromes. Although, let me just go back and see. No, I gotta go to Topps Chrome. Because they're Chrome cards. They gotta be. Oh, I gotta go back another one. I'm still in the Topps checklist. I need the Topps Chrome checklist. '84 Topps. Not autographs. Refractors. That's what they've got to be. refractor is gold. I don't know what the heck. I mean, it seems gold. Oh, no. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm just calling these. Refractors. Right, because a chrome, it's not just chrome. But this is not it. Doesn't even see Topps Chrome in the corner. So maybe it is just regular old Topps that is chromed out. Just tricked out. Let's go back. I have no idea. Could it? It's not. Could it be platinum? Could that be what I have? Maybe their serial number and that would tell me definitely that that's not what I have. Serial number out of 1. Not what I have. Alright, let's just see if this... I'm gonna try punching in this code. Well, that didn't really seem to help at all. You pretty much gave me a bunch of junk that I wasn't looking for. This is insane. Short prints and stuff, but that's not really what I'm after. I'm after this Chrome card. What is this Chrome card? Alright, I think Chrome cards are going to have to wait. I just simply cannot find this. So maybe tomorrow I'll start back up and I will come up with a better plan. How many cards did we get to? Trash. And I think sort of like 80 cards, all those inserts. But that did drop the stack down a little bit. Keep moving along. We're going to get the big ones. We're going to hit 7,000. Sorry. I apologize. We'll hit 7,000 once we do the updates and the regular. What is that, 2019? Or is that? Yeah, it's 2019. 2019. But we're going to work our way through some of these other little sets tomorrow morning. And then we'll deal with these Chrome cards later, because I'm just kind of hitting a brick wall here on what to call these. I mean, even when I looked up, I couldn't even come up with the Manny Machado. I couldn't even come up with a number. How's that possible? How can I not come up? Alright, so let's just say that I just check out the... I know I had the 84. D8415. So it's Topps 1984. And I know I have that. So when baseball 2019 Topps. It's 1984. I did not check update. 1984. Update. And what's number 15? Chris Paddock. Okay, so that's not it. So, and just the regular 84 Topps, number 15 is Joey Votto. And this is Manny Machado. So that's not it. But Topps Chrome didn't come up with anything for me. I didn't get what I was looking for either. So I gotta find the set before I find the parallel. If I can at least pin down what this is in. Oh. I mean, it should be in this refractor set. What if I go Topps? Is there a Chrome update? There is not. But even this, when I went to 15, it is not Manny Machado. $20 is not Ryan Sandberg. All right. Let's see what we get when we just type that in. 0 results. What happens if I don't put in Manny Machado? What happens if I just do this number? This is... Nothing. Silver pack. That's what it... Oh my goodness. If I just search Google... So... How do I go back here? Silver pack. How do I go back? Baseball. Just go home. Then I go to baseball. 2019. Still not easy to find here. even though I kind of have an idea of what they're calling it now. Silver pack refractors. And there's a card. Holy moly. Wow, that was painful. That was absolutely painful. And I'm sure if anybody was actually watching through that, you're probably, well, you're probably not watching anymore. Okay. Let's just finish this off and go to bed. But hey, we got it. And we don't have to do it again. Win some, you lose some. Alright, so, and it's not even that special, even as sparkly as they are. The Manu Machado is like $2. Somebody sold one for. Ah, and now this is like different series too. Oh, I can't win. Alright, so, and I was checking them. So I do have Machado. And this other one was Ryan Sandberg. Lena Schwarber. But this Josh James is not in, so that's going to be a different series. And then 49 is not Mark McGwire, right? So we've got 4 of them out of, so let's just save that. So we'll go back, and I'm guessing this is like a series 2 dealio here. And I thought I saw them in here. I gotta go back another one. This is gonna be Silver Pack. Oh, Silver Pack update. Or Series 2. Series 2. That's what we're going with. 46 and 49. 46, Josh James. 49, Cole Stewart. And done. Alright, so let's check the box, and we're going to wrap this up. So, out of this little bit here, let me just grab it in my hand to show you what we got. And there was a lot of stuff that we went through that did not have any price, because it was just short printed and everything. So out of all this box, this is what we got logged in. This totals $52. So I'm going to look here and see. This probably, I'm just going to scan this. I don't have the highlights thing set up, but I am ending for tonight. You know, I'm looking at the low values here on this stuff. I could sort it, but I'm afraid it'll just take too much time. But the silver pack refractors was like a Yadier Molina that I had sold for like $3. Lots of zeros on that other stuff. And Silver Slugger had sold for like $2. So, you know, out of all this stuff, if I had to guess what, you know, the best card was, I would probably say it was that we come across a variant that was like numbered out of 150. It was a rookie card, 150th anniversary. Johnny Field. You know, I don't know if that's in high demand or not, but you know, a lot of inserts. Nothing, not fancy special inserts, just like the ones that, you know, you get a couple here and there in a pack, and, you know, unless you're just trying to complete that insert set, I don't know how exciting any of this stuff was. But then, you know, the shorter serial numbered stuff. But, you know, again, $1.50 cards and stuff like that. But we got up to $50, and we will do more tomorrow, and hopefully we'll find something exciting. So thanks for watching, and thanks for bearing with me while I was fighting with those last two, and I will see you in the morning. Take care.